Hello YouTube, welcome to another one of my Duel Links videos, the second video of tonight. I am so excited about this deck that I couldn't wait and just record this tomorrow or upload it tomorrow. I just wanted to put it out there right away because I love this deck. I've been waiting to make this deck since since Heart of the Underdog was first available. I can't remember when it was first available. I think it was a Joey level 35 reward or something like that. But back then we didn't have good enough fusions to build this, and we didn't have, you know, more than one Heart of the Underdog, so it was really hard. We finally have 3. We now have some fantastic fusion monsters. So here's the build. It is a fusion turbo deck, and I love everything about this deck. It's a YOLO deck. It has flashy finishes, it has sick combos, and but yeah, let me stop hyping it up and explain to you what I'm trying to do. So basically, we're trying to draw our entire deck, or as much of our deck as possible, using Heart of the Underdog. Heart of the Underdog, during the draw phase, if you draw a normal monster, you get to draw another card. If you draw another monster, you get to draw another card. And you do that until you run out, or until you don't draw a normal monster. If we happen to draw a spell, such as Reload, we can chain Reload in the during the draw phase, shuffle our hand back, draw again, and because we're drawing, if we got a normal monster out of that, which, you know, you're going to, because you don't even run that many spells, you get to activate it again, and you get to draw more and draw more. And basically, the finishing combo is Fusion Gate. If we get Hate Grenade, it's amazing. If we don't get it, it's whatever. But you need Fusion Gate, and you need a lot of monsters so that you can go into whatever fusions you need. The monster lineup, we're running 7 Gem Knights, 3 Pyro because it's a 1900, 3 Tourmaline because it's Thunder, and we need it for our Gem Knight Prismara, and we need it for Gem Knight Topaz. I always have a hard time with it. We need it for this guy. And I just wanted a 7 Gem Knight monster, so I went with Lapis. And we're also running 5 heroes. We only have 2 hero fusions, one of them being Elemental Hero Gaia. So any one of our heroes and an Earth monster, which is all of our Gem Knights and our Elemental Hero Clayman. But the other one we want to go into is Vision Hero Trinity. Trinity Trinity and Prismara are the guys that are going to give us that OTK. I run Gem Knight Lady Brilliant Diamond, but I didn't go into her once. Everyone else I went into in some of the games. So Trinity is amazing because if your opponent controls a couple of monsters, this gets to 5,000 and it can attack 3 times. So if they have 3 monsters, it can attack all 3 of them. It's just really good. It cannot attack directly though, so that's why you need, you know, something else in addition to that. But most of the time, if they're only controlling 1 monster, I'll use my Prismara, you know, discard a Gem Knight card, destroy the monster, and just go for game with my Gem Knight, any other monster, or, you know, my Topaz if I went for another fusion. We don't run. Okay, so now into the, now that the hype is gone a little bit, into the realistic side of this deck. This deck is not a deck that's gonna help you climb to King of Games. It's just something really fun, and you're gonna lose a lot of times. You're gonna win some really cool matches, but it has a ton of weaknesses. Weakness number 1 is that your Heart of the Underdog has to stay on the field for at least 1 turn. So you have to survive 1 turn. Your Heart of the Underdog has to survive that turn. And then RNG has to be in your favor so that you can draw into your normals and or your reloads to get all your combo pieces. There's a lot of back row removal, a lot of card removal in general. So that's, you know, that's a big weakness. Another weakness is that we don't have, and you know, same reason why Heart of the Underdog is a weakness, Fusion Gate is a weakness. If they cyclone this or, you know, whatever, then you don't have a win condition anymore. So those are the big weaknesses. And also, you don't have any protection. You can set your monsters, but you know, they're gonna get over them fairly easily. So that's why we're running the skill grid. Since we can't run any protection within our deck, we're running it as a skill. And that way we can survive for at least 1 turn, you know, 1 big push from your opponent. But enough is enough. Let's go ahead and show you some of these replays. The last 3 opponents that I beat with this deck all sent me a nice, so that definitely felt good because I don't think they were salty. I think it was, you know, that was sincere nice, because they probably hadn't seen a deck like this before. So shout outs to them for being good sports and letting me finish the combo. A lot of people were quitting as soon as my Heart of the Underdog was going, and I couldn't even do my combo. So appreciate them sticking around to see what my end game was. Okay, so what you want to do with this deck is you want to open Heart of the Underdog. If you don't have it in your starting hand and you have reload, you want to reload and try to get it as soon as possible, because there's no point in saving the reload. You're probably not going to get Heart of the Underdog off the top of the deck unless you're really lucky. So if I don't have Heart of the Underdog and I have a reload, I will use it to try to get to that Heart of the Underdog. So we're going up against some sort of burn deck, 3 back row and an Amazonian Swordswoman. Pick up a second Heart of the Underdog, and because we already got hit once, or Grit is not active anymore, I don't believe. So I went ahead and set a Gemini Tourmaline. It can be beat by the Amazonian Swordswoman, and I can just take the 300 damage from, you know, him running into it. And now we're gonna draw 2 cards per normal. If you get a 2 Heart of the Underdog setup, it's gonna be almost impossible for you to lose. Like, look at how many cards I have in my hand already. I pick up 2 spells, which is very rare and unlucky, but one of them is reload, so I can just chain that. You have to play with your toggle on in order to be able to do this, by the way. So we're gonna use the reload. We're gonna shuffle all those back. Draw again. Reveal a normal twice, so we can draw 2 more cards. I think we have all our normals now. There's only spells left, maybe? Yeah, so there's 2 spells. We got the Hate Runade and we got the second reload, so we're gonna shuffle all that back. Draw yet again. And this is what you want to see. You want to hope that when you reload, you draw spells off of the reload, because if you get all monsters and you run out of reloads, then at some point your Heart of the Underdog is gonna stop. So luckily I get a reload here as an insurance card, and I have Heart of the Underdog. So there's only Hate Runade and Fusion Gate left in the deck, and now I'm pretty much guaranteed to draw them because I have a reload and I'm drawing 2 cards. So yeah, right here I'm gonna draw the last 2 cards from my deck, and now I can go for the play. Hate Runade, it's gonna activate Mirror Wall, activate Hallucigenia on the Amazonian Swordswoman, so that I take more damage. Activate Fusion Gate. We're gonna go for Gemini Prismara right away, so we can pop that Mirror Wall. Now we're gonna go for Gemini Topaz, which can attack twice, and it's also only 1800 attack, so I'm not gonna be dealing, you know, lethal damage to myself when I kill this Amazonian Swordswoman. Last but not least, we got Elemental Hero Gaia, and we're gonna steal some of that attack from Amazonian Swordswoman. Destroy the Amazonian Swordswoman. Inflict 1500 damage because we destroyed a monster with Gemini Topaz. And now even through Akribo, I would have been able to win because I have 2 monsters. So we get the dub. I mean, at that point, you draw your entire deck. You're probably gonna win if you have, you know, a final combo like I did there. And that's kind of how most of these duels went. I'm not gonna be pausing as much as I did in that first game, because now you know what happens. It's really just going into the right fusions for whatever situation you're going up against. I forgot to put the extra deck on the deck list. I just realized that. Sorry. Rewind the video if you want to see it again. So we got the Grit. We're going second, so Wild Heart, Mage Power. That's very scary. 2500 attack and a back row. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my reload. Like I said, I'm trying to get the Heart of the Underdog. There I get the Heart of the Underdog, and I get a reload safety. I love when I have a reload because I don't have to just hope that I draw, you know, that I draw a normal or I draw a reload. Like, I already have it. I'm set up. I'm gonna get multiple draws off of this, so feels good. Second Elemental Hero Wild Heart goes for the Ties That Binds. Grit is gonna come clutch right here. We survive with 1 life point. And look at that, we pick up a Fusion Gate, so that would have been, you know, a super brick. Luckily, we already had the reload, so we can just chain that. And now it's all up to RNG and draws, boys. Like right here, I didn't pick up any more spells off of that reload, so it's kind of unlucky. I had to hope that I would draw into a next reload, and then I would have a which I do, thankfully. And now I have my fusion gate. So, you know, no matter what, I'm gonna be able to have a play with the fusion gate. I was scared about the back row, but you know, I can't remember what it was, honestly. Either way, we're gonna go for Prismara. We're gonna destroy that mage power. And the reason why I destroy the mage power is because I knew this card wasn't activatable the whole time. So I was thinking it's gonna be Widespread Ruins. It's going to be Wall of Disruption. So I wanted to bring his monsters down, so I could go into my Trinity, get the 5,000 attack. He's got a Kuriboh, which I was screaming when I saw the Kuriboh, but doesn't pick up anything. So I'm gonna get more cards off of this Heart of the Underdog. I think after I see my 2 Heart of the Underdogs, I know the only spell left in my deck is Heitrune, so we're not gonna stop until we draw it. We can get rid of the back row, which could have been something like a Drowning Mirror Force. Now we destroy the Wild Heart using Prismara. Go for the Gaia just for a little bit of BM. Show him the Heart of the Underdogs and then finish the game. You can suicide though if you have too many Heart of the Underdogs and you activate, like if there's only 1 card left and you activate 2, you will lose because you ran out of cards. Wow, this is gonna be a long video, boys, because the replays are, as you can see, are taking a while. But I hope you're liking this. I had a deck like this when I would play TCG. Obviously the TCG has a lot more fusions to go into, but the idea was the same, so I was really excited to be able to recreate it on Duel Links. We had a life point boost alpha, bonds, and we have Heart of the Underdog, so we're already feeling good about this. I go ahead and set a monster because I'm trying, like I know the play is coming, right? Where the Dragonity AK is gonna be sent to the grave. So if I don't set anything, he's gonna destroy my Heart of the Underdog. So I'm doing this as a bait so that he destroys the monster instead and goes for the OTK. Like I want him to not see Heart of the Underdog as a threat. And it works like a charm. He destroys my monster. He's gonna hit me with a lot of attack, but I survived because of grit. And now we can start drawing and just hope for the best, basically. My goal here is to have Fusion Gate and 3 elemental heroes. So I think at one point, I can't remember, but yeah, that's basically what I'm looking for to. I'm trying to get a Trinity on board. So I have to go for the reload here because I don't have, even though I had Fusion Gate already, I don't have enough heroes. I didn't have enough heroes in that hand. I was missing 1 hero, so we're gonna gamble again with reload. And this time we have the 3 heroes and we have Fusion Gate. Not only that, we also pick up Heitrune. So all we need to go do is go into Trinity. And barring a Kuriboh, we win. So just in case, we're gonna summon Gem Knight Topaz. Summon another Gem Knight. But no Kuriboh, so after I destroy those 2 monsters with Trinity, he loses. Even though he had 5,000 life points to start that duel. Feels bad for him. But he sent me a knight, so I appreciate that, Bonds. Alright, 2 more duels. Hopefully it won't be a 20-minute video. But we're getting there. I should be asleep too because I work early tomorrow. So we don't have Heart of the Underdog, so we're gonna gamble here. And I hate when I have to use 2 reloads at the beginning of the duel because that, you know, that makes it less of a chance for me to keep drawing with Heart of the Underdog. Like now there's only 1 reload to help me draw into my combo pieces. The good thing is that I have Fusion Gate already, so maybe I don't need to draw a ton of cards. I already have the Fusion Gate. I'm hoping I can get a couple monsters out of this. And we're also going up against Red Eyes, which is playing very slowly. So because of that, even though I have the reload, I was like, okay, there's 1 less spell in the deck. There's no point in reloading right now because I'm in no threat of death. I still have my grit, so I'm just gonna end turn. He goes for another Red Eyes Insight. Gets another Red Eyes Spirit. Goes for the Red Eyes Spirit. We're gonna take 2700 because he's got beatdown. And Bless RNG, we start drawing a ton of cards. We go for the reload here. And that is the last, like, now there's nothing that can make me draw again. So whatever we get is what we get. I'm super lucky and I pick up Fusion Gate. I could have gotten the other two Hardy Underdogs or Hey True Nate, that would have been really bad. But I get the Fusion Gate, so Bless RNG. Now we can go into Trinity. And I also go into Gemini Prismara, but I don't have anything to discard to destroy the Red Eyes. Not that I want to anyway, since my Trinity can attack directly. So he's gonna be forced to use another Red Eye Spirit to survive, but unfortunately he has another one, so my Trinity is gonzo. But I start drawing cards, and at this point I think he realizes that I'm gonna be able to destroy the Red Eyes and just attack directly, so he scoops it up. But still hit me with a nice, even after scooping it up. So last but not least, we got a meta matchup. Sort of meta. They're running a weird Destiny Hero deck, but it is Destiny Hero balance, so we get to see how this deck stacks up against that. They got balance. We're going first, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna have to use this reload right away, try to get that Heart of the Underdog. And we get it. I decided not to set any monsters, even though, you know, it was kind of dangerous. They don't attack, which I don't know if he didn't see that my skill was grit or why he didn't attack, but it doesn't attack, so I basically get a free turn. I draw a bunch of cards, and I pick up a reload. So unfortunately, I didn't get any spells out of that reload, so I'm forced to stop on this Hey True Nate. But I felt pretty good because his lower heroes cannot get over this Clayman. He was gonna have to use a mass change just to get over it. And once again, he doesn't attack right here. Doesn't go for mass change, just lets me be. And he's just giving me free turns. He's gonna go for the reload. Send all those cards back, hoping to get my Fusion Gate. And I don't. I get a couple more Heart of the Underdog. So we're gonna set one of them. Luckily, we're still protected by Grit, but I do have to discard 3 cards from my hand, which is unfortunate. But now I have Hey True Nate, and I think the only cards that can stop my draws are Reload and Fusion Gate. So I felt pretty good right here. We get the Fusion Gate. So now we can Hey True Nate, activate Fusion Gate. Go for the Gemini Prismara, get rid of that big mass hero Anki. Summon Gemini Topaz so that we have 2 attacks. And then just normal summon an Elemental Hero Sparkman. Easy peasy. He kind of gave that game away. I don't know if he was curious about what I was going to do and that's why he wouldn't attack. But I'll take the win, and I'll take the nice that he sent after that. Alright, so not 20 minutes, quite. I'm gonna go ahead and say my outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want. Join my Discord if you haven't. The link will be down in the description. Along with my PayPal link if you guys want to support my channel, support my content. I really appreciate that. And till next time.